had to share that right quick. All right. What? Hey, we're back, baby. Come on in the shot. You're sharing it. She's sharing it. All right. What it do, Jive Turkeys, and welcome back to the Controversy. I'm your host, Ian Elliott-Carter, and to the left of me, I have the most beautiful gal in the world, Tatiana Wilson.
Hello.
And welcome to the Wednesday live stream. Probably going to be the second to last one before the end of the year. And we're gonna give you guys a break next week. Spend time with your family, do the Christmas thing, all that stuff. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. But today we have a jam-packed show. I got one of my old friends coming on the show, and his name, welcome everybody, Randy Atkinson or Atkins. Sorry. What's up, big homie?
Hey man, I take all forms. It's all good. I'm good. How y'all?
Doing great, man. Dude, he was on our show before we called it the Controversy. We called it the Intellectual Controversy. And yeah, there's a couple videos on my channel from the old days with Randy. Randy, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Hey man, thank you for having me. And I just want to tell you before we even dig into it, I'm proud of you, man. I've been watching you grow, man.
Oh,
yeah, right here, cuz. Yeah.
My head's getting big. I need to wear this hat.
Man, don't make me pop it, bro. I'll take all that right back.
So Randy is a physical therapist. He's a physical trainer. What are all your jack of all trades? I know everybody knows that you are a fitness guy, that you are also a tech savvy man. What all are your traits that you do creatively and in your life?
Well, I'm definitely a fitness guy, and that's what started me to even creating content and doing all of that. And I do photo, video, I edit both. And I'm also a home chef that I'm going to be sharing, with the world here soon, teaching people how to cook. Doesn't mean I want you to come by my house. I just want you to learn how to cook so that you can take care of yourself,
All right. You cook very well, though. You might have a fine girl at your house. You're gonna deny that?
Hold on, pause, time out. Yeah, time out. I got one here already. We good.
Okay. All right. So we got a Mrs. Already liking this food. Sorry about that, Mrs. If you're
so silly, man.
Thank you for coming through, King of the Hill. I was wondering where you at, big homie. And we got Alex in the chat. What's going on, big homie? Me and Alex do a lot of collaborations, and he's taking a break right now. But when he comes back, he's gonna be coming back strong. I can't wait for that content. We pre-recorded a little bit of things, but yeah, today's show, and a lot of people don't know this about Randy too. If you follow Randy, you do know he's a fitness guy, and he's just explained to you that he's also into cooking, but he's also a freaking nerd. Don't let that.
Oh man, look, I didn't even wear my glasses tonight on purpose, man. But now the world knows.
Oh, we know what you are, Superman. You're literally Clark Kent. And so he is a huge nerd. So I'm glad that we can vibe like that and talk this nerdy stuff. Disney just dropped a whole bunch of freaking HBO Max the other day just dropped this gem about, hell, we're gonna drop all these dope movies on our platform, not for the movie theater, yada. Disney Plus said, oh, okay. Well, look, I got something for you.
Is that all?
Is that all? Yeah. We got Marvel stuff. We got Pixar stuff. We got Star Wars stuff. We got all this stuff. You ain't messing with us.
Right.
Hold my beer is what they said. That's right, Toddy. So we're gonna dive into all these all these announcements that happen. Of course, we're gonna talk about the Marvel announcements, the Star Wars announcements, and some of the Pixar announcements. And then after that, we're gonna play our favorite game, One's Gotta Go. And it will be all themed on the announcements that happen. We're going to talk about some of the Marvel stuff, like which ones do you want to stay and which ones do you want to go? And we're going to be doing that as well with the Star Wars stuff. And then later, we're going to be talking about some of the news that broke today about Tom Cruise going off.
Is that his name? Tom
Cruise? Yeah.
I heard he went off.
Oh, he went off. He
went off, yeah.
High height, so he's got little man syndrome.
Oh man, don't do yourself that bad. Tom Cruise is much shorter than you, cuz. You're good. He's a petite man.
For sure. So we're gonna talk about was he right about the things that he was upset about. He was mad about the people not wearing a mask on studio. Was he upset? Did he handle that the correct way? We will get into that in a little bit. But before we start all that, we're going to do our hold on one second. Toddy is out. So Toddy's not watched The Mandalorian, so me and you could talk about this right now.
Let's get it.
All right, so we're going to do our recap, our review of the last episode of The Mandalorian, episode 7, which had a lot of Bill Burr in it.
Man, that was dope, too. Bill Burr's a nut, man.
Bill Burr is like probably one of the best comedians out, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Agreed.
Sure, for sure. So if you guys didn't know, Bill Burr was on season 1 and he got arrested uh for this heist, this illegal heist, and I think they ended up killing somebody, right? Or something like that. I don't remember what exactly
Yeah,
happened.
they end up double crossing each other, and but he ended up going to prison. A lot of his crew died in that first season too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that was the character of this. He was a criminal. He worked with the Empire, but then he ended up being a criminal and all this stuff.
yeah.
So we go back to Mando's hanging out with not Jabba the Hutt, but Boba Fett and
Boba, yeah.
yeah, and his people. And they're still trying to find Baby Yoda, aka Grugo, right?
Grogu,
Grogu.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Grogu.
It's still Baby Yoda to me. I don't like
Still
his name. It's
Baby
whack.
Yoda.
Yeah,
This
it's
man's
whack.
scared to change. So they're still on this mission to find Baby Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, and so they have to team up with Bill Burr's character to try to get in to the base because he's still got some of the Empire's information in him. And this was an action-packed, jam-packed episode, but it also called out kind of not just the side that we don't see in Star Wars when it comes to the aftermath of the military side.
Right.
And so as somebody that serves in the military, could you relate to a little bit what this man was saying or something? I mean, I don't know if you've been on the line like that, but you probably heard stories from other people. What are your thoughts
Hey,
on this?
man, I thought it was pretty dope that they, included some of that. And the main thing for me is, some of the stuff that they were saying was like, pretty realistic, pretty, relevant to what somebody like me has gone through, and not saying it out, was out capping people or anything crazy like that. But just some of the things that we see, it's heavy because it adds a little more realism to the story.
Right.
And it adds some gravity and depth to the Mandalorian. And that's one thing I like about this particular series is that it's very efficient and it's very real and it's very grounded, so.
Absolutely. It's a dope story that's like I love the Skywalkers to death, man, but like
Yeah,
they've made this universe so big. Why not expand on like the little details that you've put in there? You've
right.
literally Good night, Isaiah. I'll see you in the morning, all right? You've literally blew up planets. You've literally, you have this huge space Nazi army, but you don't ever hear other sides of these stories. And I think this was the first episode in the Mandalorian. Well, there's a couple episodes, but this was like the first one where you really felt bad for a stormtrooper. Like he had
Yeah, man.
PTSD, like he
Right.
had friends that died and stuff like that.
Yep. Yep.
And I really appreciate how they did that. And Bill Burr, like, he's a funny comedian, but like his acting chops is dope too.
Yeah, he's got depth, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I've never served in the military like that, but I like how they coordinated both of those, and we got to see him without his mask, Mr. Mando.
Yeah.
No
He did.
offense to him, he's not a good looking guy, but he's still badass.
He looks like a great value Hawkeye.
Ah, I can see that a little bit. He does.
Yeah, man.
Have a
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner vibe. But
Yeah.
the whole time though, I was just like, oh, okay, that's him without the mask. You look a lot cooler with it.
Yeah. So Pedro Pascal, man, he's a pretty popular guy right now.
Yeah, no, he's killing it. He's gonna be in the new Wonder Woman movie.
Mhm.
Is what I'm hearing. But what I like also, not to shit on him too much because he's great, but like as much as he wears that helmet, this is sometimes when you watching it, do you feel like he has personality without even seeing it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like the way he turns and stuff like that.
It's his movements and it's his voice. And I think they casted him for his voice in particular, because it's hard to imagine somebody always sounding so calm and cool with all of that armor on and probably sweating and all of that, but he pulls it off like none other, man.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Before we move on, man, what are your thoughts? Do you think they're gonna get Grogu in the next episode, or you think it's gonna be?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to say. I want to see that confrontation with him and Gideon.
Yes, I
But
think he's got the saber. He's ready for it.
I know. Yeah. So it would be satisfying to see them get Baby Yoda back, but I could see why they would want to push it into the next season.
I got you. I mean, I think they signed down for at least 4.
Right.
Boy, if he don't use it in this season, he better use it in the next season.
Right.
Like, he's using it way too much.
Yeah.
And of course, Toddy's not talked too much in this conversation because she needs to catch up a little bit. Did you catch any of it when I was watching it the other day? Or were you sleeping?
You watch it at like 7:30 in the morning.
I got things to do, baby.
Yes, I was sleeping.
So
Wake up,
He was
Mandalorian, eat. Yeah.
feed your
I like
child. I gotta see what happens to baby Yoda.
Yeah, not till we're done with Bando. Yeah.
All right, so I'm expecting hopefully to get back, but I'm expecting also to possibly they're gonna branch out. They have we'll talk more about the Star Wars announcement.
Yeah, man.
A lot of potential to do a lot of spin-offs from this, and even like come back to it, kind of like they do with the Arrowverse.
Yep.
So I'm excited for that. Before we move on, I'm glad you're back. I wanted to touch on this real quick. We've actually hit 3.5K subscribers. Yeah. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about, man. I remember being there from the beginning, man. Oh, man, I tell you what.
You were there when we like barely hit 100.
I know. Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah. See what happens when you keep that momentum going, right?
Oh, for sure. It's honestly, and I've always felt like I've had the talent, not to boost myself up, but like even somebody with all the talent, they got to be consistent. I know some people that are more talented than I am. Like I feel like they could be up there with the greatest, but they just give up. They're just like, I don't really want to do this no more.
Right.
Which, you can't make people do things. You can't. It's all up to them at the end of the day. So life happens and all that stuff. But like, I do feel like a lot of this success, and this is 3.5. Some people with 10,000 are like, shut up.
But all of those people with 10,000, 10 million, or whatever were once at 3.5K.
Absolutely. And I'm glad to be here. And I thank everybody for coming through, man.
We made it, man. I feel like I'm up with I'm hanging out with a celebrity today, man.
Oh no, I'm with the celebrity.
Like get an autograph later, right?
No, I'm with the celebrity, bro. Like our small town, everybody knew who you were.
Oh man, come on
I
with
knew
that.
who you were before you entered my house. Like when I met
come
Jay
on with that.
And he brought you over, I was like, man, I know this dude. Everybody knows this dude.
Oh man, come on now. Don't do me like that.
Thanks for coming through, Blurred Up, and I appreciate the congrats. But we see you climbing too, bro, and sis as well. They got a great team, brother and sister. They review trailers for the most part, which I love that.
Awesome.
So yeah, shout out to Blurred Up, man. Keep that momentum going as well. I'm ready for the Disney announcements. Are you ready to talk about this?
Man, let me pull this up, bro.
All right.
There's too many to name, cuz.
We're all grown, but I think we've all turned into 9-year-olds when these announcements came
52 things they announced.
52 things they announced. Now, we will go into separately talking about Marvel and Star Wars, but can we talk about the things that are not Marvel and Star Wars real quick? I think they have it it's a little bit underneath there. One second, guys. There we go. It's well, no, keep going down. Yeah, it's gonna be underneath there.
That wasn't Marvel or Star Wars. That's where I stopped. But okay.
I said we're not talking about Marvel and Star Wars.
I know, and I said that they're not.
That is Star Wars. All right. So what we got right here? Can you read these off right quick?
Sure. Nice. So for Disney Animation and Pixar, they have Raya and the Last Dragon, which I'm super excited about.
That actually looks dope too.
It does look really good.
Yeah, that looks dope. Yeah.
RJ.
Baymax, a series from Big Hero 6.
Okay.
Zootopia Plus, a new series.
I've always wanted them to expand more on Zootopia.
Yeah, that was well thought out, man. That movie was great.
For sure.
Tiana, which is I guess a sequel to Princess and the Frog, which I'm super excited about.
Okay.
Also a great movie.
Yes.
A long-form musical comedy series for Moana.
Okay.
Huh.
Encanto, a new movie set in Colombia with music written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Very exciting.
Who doesn't like him?
I love
Oh
him
wow.
with all
Yeah.
of them. Iwaju, an original long-form series made in partnership with Hugali Media, is premiering in 2022. Don't know what that is at all.
This one was the surprise you're about to say.
What?
This one right here?
This?
Yes.
Oh.
Lightyear, starring Chris Evans. It's going to be a live. Well, not.
Oh man.
It's not going to be the toy of Buzz Lightyear, so it's going to be based off of what the toy is.
So it's going to be Buzz Lightyear.
It's gonna be Buzz Lightyear, actual like Buzz Lightyear, not the toy. And Chris Evans, not Tim Allen for some reason, but Chris Evans is going to be voicing Buzz Lightyear. That's gonna be interesting. That one blew me by surprise. I thought they were gonna be done with Toy Story stuff, but I mean, I guess they can make something different with that.
Yeah.
So what else we got?
So for Pixar Disney Plus series, they have another Spark short coming out called Burrow.
Okay.
That comes out on Christmas.
Oh.
Pixar Popcorn is another. I guess it's going to be like a series of shorts featuring iconic Pixar characters.
Okay.
Doug Days is going to be a new series featuring Doug from Up.
Oh, the dog.
Oh man, yeah, that's dope.
Hi,
Yeah.
A Cars series following Lightning McQueen and Mater.
They could have kept that one.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna have a cable guy come back. Tom Miter.
That was good, actually.
Yeah.
Win or Lose, Pixar's first original long-form animated series about a middle school softball team.
Okay.
Pixar movies. They're gonna do a movie called Luca, which is set in Italy about a boy named Luca.
Dope. I'm glad that they're hitting all that nationalities.
Yeah, man.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lightyear is listed. It's a movie. It's not a show.
Okay.
Turning Red is about a 13-year-old girl going through puberty that transforms into a giant red panda. Yes, really.
Giant red panda. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Going through puberty and turning into a giant red panda.
I hate when that happens.
Man, must suck.
I think that's. I mean, okay, so the other these are just. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just seeing if they were relevant. Go ahead.
So is this all Disney too?
I think that's just Disney Plus stuff. We don't have to.
I
don't think we need
It's like FX and Hulu because I guess they own Hulu, so it's not Disney Plus stuff or anything. But it's still stuff they own that they can announce.
Yeah, we could skip that part. Well, we'll get into the Disney, other stuff later. So out of this list, the Pixar and the actual Disney stuff, what are you most interested in?
I am really interested in the one about the dragon with the girl. Was it I know? Oh man,
it's called Raya in the last.
Raya, yeah. That looks dope, man. That looks dope. That caught me. And I usually don't get excited about animated trailers like that, but that one pulled me in for sure.
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, like recently, Disney princesses have been a thing forever, but I'm glad they kind of switching up like the vibe of what Disney princesses are.
Right.
It felt like the first, I don't know, 100 years when they've been doing this, not that long, but that they've been all like hopeless, like I need a man to do things for me. But now these are like mostly independent women.
Yeah.
We've gotten Tangled, Brave, a lot of
Brave, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it's teaching women, like, we don't need men. We could do shit for ourselves. We can fight. We can be heroes among many. The other ones before that, I felt no disrespect to anyone that loves those. They just felt like they were just like waiting for a man to save them and stuff like that.
Right. It was a typecast,
Okay, we can't.
Go ahead. What's up?
I gotta. Belle,
let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know.
No, I mean I do agree.
Okay.
But I do feel like some of them like aren't as
prissy as the rest.
Yeah, like Belle, for example. She wasn't asking nobody's help. Like she went out and she like did that on her own and then literally got kidnapped. So
I would say she kind of did get Stockholm syndrome in the end though.
That's my favorite movie. But
okay.
So for her, I feel like
that was the transition.
Yeah.
And I feel like we talked about this in the
and
last
Mulan. You can't forget
Mulan. Yeah.
The definition of a girl doing it for herself. I think we talked about this on the last show that the way the live action Aladdin portrayed
Jasmine.
Was a lot better than the cartoon. We still prefer the cartoon, but the way they did her though, I think that they kind of fixed that up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes with the times too, man. A lot of those movies, granted, there are some that are more recent than others, but you think about the Snow Whites and Cinderellas and all of those. They were written and made in a different time, So
and I'm loving the times that they're bringing these. I love a great story about an independent woman. Seriously, it's hot.
Yeah, he says hot.
The one I'm looking forward to the most is probably be a tie between I'm interested in the Buzz Lightyear one, but
Me too.
It doesn't have my hype as much.
Yeah.
I think the Baymax one though. I think the
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Over the Zootopia one?
The Zootopia is a close second though. I was gonna say Zootopia because I wanted to see more of that.
Because
world
you really
expanded.
like that movie.
Yeah, and any parent that's like feeling uncomfortable about talking to their children about possibly racism, I do recommend Zootopia. That is one of the best movies to subliminally talk about that.
Yeah.
And I thought they opened up a great world with animals and stuff like that for it. But the Baymax one, I love Big Hero 6. And
yeah, no, it is great.
Yeah, it's a good series, good show. Yeah, good movie. Yeah.
Superhero stuff is hype, of course, but I would love to expand more on that universe as well. I feel like
man.
That's a story that wasn't ended.
Right.
And who doesn't like Baymax? He's the cutest big guy.
Cute.
Yeah, man. They built him to like. Yeah, there's no getting around it. Yep.
He's like a remake of the Michelin Man.
Yep.
Big facts. So, all right. So I guess we're gonna move on right now to. Okay, hold on. We got people in the chat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freeze off you. I like how they changed Jasmine narrative in Aladdin. I gave her character purpose outside of love. Absolutely, and I think we all definitely agree with that. What's going on, Anthony? I used to work with Anthony. We were DJing here in Tampa. Hey, bro, just showing some love. Glad to see you doing your thing. Stay focused. I like to see you go back to the ones and twos, though. Maybe. Of course, if I have a better manager and he knows what I'm talking about. But you know,
Boom.
If you're a creative person, you never leave anything for real. I'll definitely get back to DJing, but right now the focus is all about YouTube, baby. But yeah. So, do you have anything else to say about these Disney announcements before we move on, brother?
No, man. I think they're doing like an amazing job of just putting out so much different types of content that I think the next couple of years between Disney and HBO, man, we're in for it. You know.
Sure. I had my doubts about Disney Plus, honestly, because the Mandalorian was literally holding it up.
Yeah.
As much as I love the old stuff and going back to the mindset of being a child, I can't live on nostalgia alone. I need some new fresh things.
Yeah. You got to think too, man, with they were able to hold up that whole platform basically off one show, right?
Right.
A couple of movies here and there, some old series, who don't want to watch DuckTales or whatever, but you got to remember too that it's taking so much longer to make stuff because of COVID.
Absolutely.
So by the time all this stuff comes out like all at once, man, we're gonna lose our minds.
Yeah, no, you're right. We're gonna be full of content. I might use all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. No, it does suck though, because they did have a dope plan. Like we were supposed to see Falcon and Winter Soldier. We were already supposed to see the Natasha movie, Black Widow.
Yeah.
To launch it till they had their stuff and then done it.
I definitely agree
But
with
then
that.
if they had done that, then they probably would have never really launched it.
Yeah.
COVID. So.
Of course, nobody was expecting COVID, but I do think they should have had at least one Marvel show ready. They just had a Star Wars show ready in the clip. They didn't have anything Marvel in the clip before they launched. So.
You got to look at something too, though. Like, how much does Disney Plus cost versus the rest of them?
Oh, are you talking about to make the?
No. The platform. How much does it cost?
Oh, I think it's cheaper than Netflix.
It's definitely cheaper than HBO Max.
Oh, yeah,
Max is expensive.
I guarantee you, by the time all this content starts pumping out, though, it's going to go up in price.
Oh, for sure.
Probably. For sure.
That was the plan. They knew they didn't have enough, so they made it cheap for nostalgia. Yeah.
I mean, some of them I think they're going to be grandfathered in and all that.
Yep.
You gotta get it now before it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the next topic we got going on today is we are going to talk about the Star Wars announcements. So 1 to 10, how much of a Star Wars fan are you?
I'd say probably about a 6.
A 6? Okay.
Yeah, probably about 6. Yeah.
I'd probably give myself one more notch over you. I'd probably about a 7.
Yeah.
I want to be a little bit more. My mom is a huge Star Wars fan. But I enjoy the nostalgia of the old trilogy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm going to share screen and I'm gonna put this on.
See, it was my brother for me that got me into it. He's like 6 years older than me, so I grew up hearing about Luke Skywalker and this and that, and then I finally saw it, and it blew my mind, man.
Oh, for sure. The story is dope. The story,
Yeah.
you know, who doesn't? It's like an underdog story. You know, he's bored at the house, and he sent his adventure. He hasn't really left his area. He goes out and he saves the world. He saves the day. Uh, you know, just that story alone is just relatable. Who doesn't want to leave their comfort zone and do things? But then of course it gets into the space drama with, oh, I'm your father, oh my god, and stuff like that.
Oh my
God!
God!
I'm glad Disney is expanding the universe. A lot of people have their gripes with Disney and some of the choices that they're made, but you got to give them props for expanding the universe. George Lucas kind of wanted to center it on the Skywalkers.
Right.
Disney's just like, yo, you've made this universe so big, why not talk about it? You know.
Right.
So, and we both are liking the Mandalorian. So here are the Lucasfilm stuff, aka the Star Wars announcements that came out. So we have the Mandalorian. Is that right there? I can probably read it better because it's way the heck over there.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the Star Wars: The Bad Batch, which a lot of these I don't know much about. Do you know any about some of these?
I think the Bad Batch is about a group of clones from the Clone Wars. Yeah, and they're all kind of messed up, but them being messed up makes them unique, and they band together. Yeah.
And they never killed anybody, so there's hope in them. So we got Andor starring the Rogue One guy, I believe. I forgot what his name was. Diego? Is that that's his real name though, right? I don't remember what his actual name was on the show. But they're gonna do a spin-off series with the guy from Rogue One. Of course, spoiler alert, he dies in the end, but he was kind of a dope character.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And we have the one I'm looking forward to the most, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Oh man, right there with you. Yeah.
That's my favorite character, especially Ewan McGregor. I think he did a better job than the original guy.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen is going to be returning as
Darth Vader. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to handle that because apparently they said in the movies that they never saw each other in between their battle and the last battle before he died. So maybe it'll be a dream, maybe it'll be a flashback. We don't know. But the fact that he's coming back to the series makes me happy.
Yeah. And it'll be cool to see the parallels of what they went through during that time too, you know?
Oh, yeah. There's a huge time gap, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
10 years, I think. No, it's a little bit more than that, actually.
Yeah, probably 20.
20 years, yeah. It's almost a grown man. You're right.
Yeah.
The next one we have is a droid story, which it's going to be some R2-D2, C-3PO stuff. The guys that are always along for the ride. Funny banter between those guys. Gay droids, got to respect that. Progression Star Wars is ahead of the times.
Hey, love is love, man. It's all good.
Absolutely. And we have the Lando series, which that one surprised me.
Yeah.
I love Lando Calrissian. I thought Gambino did a very good job as the character. I didn't expect that to be an announcement though.
Now, does anyone know if he's going to be playing him?
So they had not announced that it's going to be Gambino. I'm just assuming it is because Billy Williams is up there.
Of course, yeah.
But, I mean, it would be dope to get a Billy D. Williams cameo in this series, but
that would be cool. Yeah.
But if we're gonna be talking like action and moving around and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the Gambino on that. But I'm excited for that. I mean, it was probably the most surprising announcement out of all that to me.
There's still some.
There's still
a few.
Well, which one did I skip? Sorry.
So there's
Ahsoka.
Yeah, the Ahsoka series.
That's the second one that got me
excited. Yeah, she was pretty dope in The Mandalorian too.
The Mandalorian, she kicked some ass.
Yeah, she kicked all the ass. Yeah.
And then there's Rangers of the New Republic, which is another spinoff, I guess, of The Mandalorian.
Okay. Don't know much about that, but that'd be dope.
Probably follow old girl since she's a part of the Republic again.
You talking about from The Mandalorian?
The
survivor from
Cara Dune, I think her name is. Yeah.
Shout out to her. She does a great job on that show.
And it says that they're planning to do like crossovers with all three shows.
Oh, now that'd be crazy. Yeah.
So they're gonna do like an Arrowverse thing. So
yeah. It's all connected.
They have one called The Acolyte.
Do you know anything about the Alkalite?
I don't. Yeah, I saw it, but I have no clue. Yeah.
I have no.
It doesn't really give any details about it. It just says that it's set in the High Republic era of the franchise. So.
Okay.
That might be my least, but I'm ready to be surprised if it's great.
Man, I tell you, after watching The Mandalorian, though, I don't think they're going to disappoint.
No, I think they found a good formula. I think a lot of people have their critiques about the trilogy, the sequel trilogy, and of course you can, if you're not learning from your mistakes, you're not evolving. I think Disney Star Wars is evolving. I think they're proving that with The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
For sure.
And then they also have Visions, which is going to be an anime anthology series.
An anime.
That's what it says.
So I'm not a big anime fan. I love my Dragon Ball Z. That's like my shit. I watched all Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I've always loved the art of anime. And if they're gonna do some Star Wars anime, that one skyrocketed to one of my wishes right now. I can't wait to see that one.
What I like about this slate for Star Wars is the fact that they're kind of hitting a lot of different pockets of people, like different types of fans. And if they end up crossing them over, man, it'll be crazy to see somebody from another show and then go watch that show just because you like that character so much.
Yeah, it's the ultimate promotion. Pretty
much
what
man.
Marvel does.
Oh man, they're killing it.
For sure. And what's the movies?
For movies, there's
like 2 movies, I think.
Rogue Squadron.
Okay,
doesn't give any details. It's just except that it's going to be directed by the director Patty Jenkins, who is doing Wonder Woman 1984.
Okay,
she's a very good director.
She is dope. Yeah.
And then there's an untitled Taika Waititi's movie that's going to be that's already been in development. So
okay, awesome.
Dope. And anything with Taika Waititi, I don't
care what it is. Like, you gotta watch it, man.
Gotta watch it. All right, let me get back to the chat. So King of the Hill, hey, Star Wars, and of course every time King of the Hill leaves a comment, I always read that in my Hank Hill voice.
Hey, Star Wars.
Star Wars, boy, I'll tell you what.
Get your hands out of your pants, boy.
All damn Star Wars announcements.
Yeah, man.
There was a lot.
It was, yeah.
Disney was bugging. Every time I tried to go to sleep, they kept announcing something. Yeah, it was just like, I'm full. Shit, Disney, come on.
One more bite. One more? Let's try one more?
Okay, yeah. Okay. Caucasian. Is that what he says?
Cassian?
Cassian. Is that a character?
I guess he's talking about
Lando Cassian?
Isn't that his king's Calrissian.
Calrissian,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. Well, Cassian it is. Yeah.
My dad thought he said Caucasian.
Oh man, come on. Come on.
So that was all the Star Wars announcements.
That was all
right?
Star Wars.
So out of all the Star Wars announcements, which one is the one you're looking forward to the most?
I have a 1A and 1B. I'm gonna go with Obi-Wan because that's my guy, and then Ahsoka. Yeah.
I think that's my picks too. I think I got a little bit more for Obi-Wan just because I'm invested in that character. Ewan McGregor's the man. But the way that they did Ahsoka on The Mandalorian, like you said, gosh, I will follow that all day. Like seriously, that's another.
Plus, it's Rosario too, so yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Nerd for real. Like her and who's the one that plays Gamora and she's in Star Trek?
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe. Yeah.
I like to see her in Star Wars. Then she would get the Infinity Gauntlet of nerds for real.
Yeah, she's been in all the genres. Yeah.
What's going on, Avis? Thank you for coming through. I think he was talking about the Rogue character.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh
yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry, nerd. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So it's not Caucasian.
In the Star Wars universe, it could be anything.
They could be anything. They could be purple.
It could be purple. Absolutely.
A frog lady, whatever.
Yeah, frog lady.
He was crushing them babies. He was eating them eggs like nothing, man.
Yeah, butt naked in that jacuzzi. Just
man.
Lizard. I think they called her a frog lady, but she looked more like a lizard, like you said.
She did, yeah.
Chilling and like they're not stranded on a planet, just chilling with her eggs, and Baby Yoda's over there giving her abortions.
For some reason, man, I feel like that hot tub stunk too. I don't know why.
Oh, it has.
It smells like hot frog in here, man. What is this?
Oh, you wild, bro. All right, so we're gonna go on on to the next one, which is probably going to be the highlight of the night. We're going to talk about the Marvel announcements.
That's the one.
That's the one. And let me get that set up right quick for the shared screen. And that application now. And here we go. Share. All right, there we go. And with this one is a lot more announcements.
Bro, that's a lot, man.
That is a lot. Let me get this out the way right quick. There we go. All right, perfect. So, and this was the one I think they waited for at the end of the night. We have a lot of Disney Plus stuff that we already knew was coming, like the Loki one and the Falcon Winter Soldier, the WandaVision. But then we got some new ones. So we're gonna go through these real quick. So Toddy, what we got coming from Marvel?
So other than the ones that you just mentioned, so I guess I'll just go through it. So WandaVision got a new trailer, and I don't know if they had already announced the release date, but it comes out January 15th.
Yes. So that's the one that's coming before all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
The one we've all been waiting on.
Yes. That one looks trippy. So for all the people that do drugs, that's probably one to pop on.
Man, yeah. Man, it looks a mess.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier finally got a full trailer along with a March release date.
That trailer looked dope, by the way.
Man, yeah.
We also got I don't know if it's a full trailer, but at least a teaser for Loki.
Yes.
It's a trailer. Yeah, it's a full trailer.
Yeah.
And side note on this trailer, I had when all this Disney Plus announcement came out, the one I was looking forward to the most was Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then I saw the WandaVision trailer, and I was like, this one's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But then I saw the Loki trailer. That one literally went from down to the bottom to the top. That
Yeah,
one,
man.
just because I'm all about time travel and multiverse. And it's like him. It looked like they were hinting that he's always been in time. Like they hinted DB Cooper. If you know anything about DB Cooper, the guy that robbed a bank and got away with it. So I think they're hinting at different multi versions of Loki that's always been around, causing havoc in the multiverse. I'm for that. Loki, Tom Hiddleston is like one of my favorite Marvel characters.
No doubt. I gotta agree with you on that, man. That trailer kind of woke up my spider senses for sure. Yeah.
Sure, man.
And so it's going to be released in May.
Perfect birthday present for me.
Look at that.
Hawkeye is premiering in late fall of 2021, and they said that Haley Steinfeld is going to be in the series.
I like Haley Steinfeld
too. She's a great actress.
She's a great actress. This is probably the series I'm least excited for, but it's maybe because I don't know much about it. So
well, I'll tell you what, man. Like that run in the comic books, where he took on the apprentice, who she's going to be playing, Kate Bishop.
Yep.
Probably one of the best runs of any comic book series. So I'm sure they're going to do a good job with it.
Oh, for
yeah.
Sure.
The content will be dope. How they direct it, I don't know, but
yeah, no, for sure. Jeremy Renner, he's an A+ actor for sure. Like, you know, for the guy that's in the Avengers with like the least powers, he still holds his own.
No doubt.
We love and respect him. What else we got?
So the What If animated series, that features voice acting cast of many of the Marvel Cinematic Universe stars. So they're using all the people they've already got.
And I think that
and there's a new trailer that they've dropped for it.
The trailer looks dope. The animation looks amazing. It's going to be Chadwick Boseman's last appearance.
Last performance, yeah.
And I think, and I'm also happy that they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. for an appearance as well.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Two great things coming from that. These are just what ifs; they're not canon, but I mean, I like the ideas of that. The what if comics are dope. Yeah,
to explore what would have happened if this worked this way, or it's cool to explore.
What's a what if you would like to see? Like, since you're a comic book guy, what is one that may not be in this series, but you have always wanted to see? And let us know in the comments as well. What have you?
I would like to see, like, what if the Avengers won at the end of Infinity War?
So you wanted that just to be a short movie?
Well, I mean, I like the Endgame a lot, you know, but I was also upset that Thor didn't go for the head.
Yeah, same.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all agree right there. Anita Sim, thank you for coming through. I'm excited about Loki. When he dipped at the end, I've been sitting with popcorn since. Yeah, and it was like a Heimdall appearance too. So we all know that in this time period, since Loki's actually still alive, Heimdall's still alive. So the fact that he's probably watching all this go by and like, what the hell is Loki doing? Abbas in the chat as well. He looked like he was DP Cooper at the end of the trailer. Absolutely. Ashley Collins, thank you for coming through. I like how I walked out for all the people on drugs. We'll keep going talking about that though. Sorry, I steered off a little bit. We had a lot.
You're good, man.
But yeah, what was so what if you picked was what if they actually won in Infinity War and where would it be now?
Yep.
That'd be dope. I mean, I know you're not invested as much as I am, but can I ask you that same question?
I don't know. I don't really have one, I guess. I mean, I guess I could think about one, but I'd have to like think about it. I don't sit here and think about it all day.
Oh, is that,
like you do.
Is that a diss at me? Is that a diss at our guest Randy? How dare you? So my what if that I just thought about like 10 minutes ago was, so you remember that scene in Age of Ultron where they're trying to pick up Thor's hammer?
Yeah.
What if Iron Man actually lifted it? That would be my what if. And he actually got to rule Asgard, and they got to collaborate in technology. He's learning all the Asgard technology. They're learning all his Stark technology. And to see where the world would be with that and all the adventures that they would go on with him ruling Asgard.
Huh.
What if Tony Stark ruled Asgard? Let me know what you guys think about that. Interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah.
For sure. Let's go on. What else? What other announcements do we have?
So Feige announced 3 new series for Disney Plus. One of them is going to be Ironheart, set to star Dominique Thorne, engineering protege Riri Williams. Just don't give any other context.
I know a little bit about that comic, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah. So what she did, she was like a smart kid, kind of a prodigy like Tony Stark was.
Yeah.
And I think he might have died or something like that in the books. And then he ended up being her AI to create her own suit of armor.
Yeah.
So he was like her Jarvis. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is pretty clear that he's not coming back. I think he's on his Hugh Jackman. Like,
Right.
I've left my legacy and move on. But that would have been interesting, like a way to bring him back without bringing him back.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else we got?
Armor Wars, which examines one of Tony Stark's biggest fears and stars Don Cheadle reprising his role as Rhodey.
And I think they said that Sam Jackson's going to be in that one as well as, of course, the show director. And Ben Middleton, the shape-shifting scroll. That one I am excited for because I think Rhodey's a really dope character. He doesn't get a lot of shine. Yeah.
And this will be, with Tony gone now, this will give him the perfect opportunity to test his mettle. No pun intended,
Ben Jackson is not in that one. He's in Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to that one yet.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Go on.
So yeah, he's gonna be in that one, reprising his role.
Secret Invasions.
In Secret Invasion.
And I'm excited for that one. Secret Invasions is an amazing comic right there. That's one.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
So and the way they set up the scrolls and Shield like teaming up together and stuff like that, I think that's gonna be dope.
So they announced all those. They haven't released any dates for them though.
Okay.
Let's see. They announced. Oh, they gave casting updates for things that they had already announced, like Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel. So Tatiana Maslany will play the lead role in She-Hulk with Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner. And then Miss Marvel will star Iman Belani's Kamala Khan. Sorry.
I think that might be her first role, but don't quote me on that. But that's what I think that I heard.
And she's apparently supposed to be in Captain Marvel 2 as well. So.
That's dope. Out of that list, though, the only one I'm actually interested in is the She-Hulk, just because I want to see more Bruce Banner.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't know much about Moonlight. I know he's a fan favorite, but seems dope.
Yeah, Moon Knight's kind of like a bipolar Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Batman didn't have enough problems himself.
Yeah. So if Batman admitted his mental health issues, you'd have Moon Knight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just accepts it. Like, yes, I have parent issues. I'm a very lonely man.
And he uses each one of those people inside to his advantage.
For for sure. I want to give a shout out in the chat to my homeboy Nate. Thank you for coming through, man. That's my barber right there, and another creative guy I collaborate with. We got stuff coming in the future. I don't want to talk about it, but it's gonna be dope. It's gonna knock your socks off.
You said that Moon Knight uses like all the people inside. So is he bipolar, or does he have like a personality?
He has dissociative personality disorder, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know he gets his powers from like the Egyptian gods or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's gonna be interesting.
I like
yeah, and I think who's playing him? Oscar Isaac is playing him, I believe.
I think that's a good casting too.
That is because I mean I don't know his ethnicity. He's one of those actors that literally played anything. He's played Egyptian. He's played Hispanic. What is Oscar Isaac? Is he mixed?
He's Hispanic. I don't remember which one, but he's Hispanic for sure.
So he's like me and The Rock. Like they can literally play any race.
Oh yeah.
That's the Toddy as well.
A little bit of everything, whatever.
For sure. So what else we got, Boo?
So they're going to be working on a new Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special directed by James Gunn. That'll be out in 2022.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah.
That's going to bring the comedy for sure.
Of course.
It'll film alongside the upcoming Volume 3, set for release in 2023. And then there's also I Am Groot.
For sure.
The Iron Group, a series of short films. That's
gonna be cute for the kids.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I want to touch on this announcement that I heard this week, and I wanted to hear both of your thoughts on this. So they announced that the comic book version of Star-Lord is actually bisexual. I don't know if that news caught your radar this week. I don't know. That's a change I think they're making for the comics. I don't think they're gonna do that for the movie character.
Yeah.
But what are you guys' thoughts on this? Because I got an actual opinion on why they did this. But did you hear this news?
I didn't. Mm-mm.
Okay. So I think it hit my radar like 2 days ago. See, do you think you pull that up real quick? Just Star-Lord's character is gay, and make sure it's real news. I don't want to look like a damn fool on this.
Fake news.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, there it popped up as soon as you wrote it. Yep. Guardians of the Galaxy's comics confirmed Star-Lord is bisexual.
People.com, CNET has it.
Yahoo Entertainment, BuzzFeed.
My Daily News has it.
It's a lot of it came out 2 days ago. So what are your thoughts in the comments about this? First of all, when it comes to love is love. We've already even touched on this. Who cares? Like if that's what you like, don't judge anybody for doing that. Now I have a theory of why they did this. So there was some controversy with Chris Pratt a couple years ago that he belongs to a church that was saying some homophobic things or something like that. So they were attacking him for being homophobic, which we don't know. I don't think Chris Pratt's homophobic. Just when it comes to the ties of church, there's a lot of attachment to some people's beliefs about that. That's people's personal beliefs, but he was belonging to a church, I think, that said homophobic things, and people were calling him out for being homophobic. Again, something he never said, but he was attached to people that did say stuff like that. And then there was this controversy at the beginning of this year, or like election time, that people thought he was Republican, so they were judging him for being Republican.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they were saying he was the least favorite Chris now, and they were just bashing him for that. Listen, we are not Republicans, but if you are, who cares? If he wants to be Republican, people just want to be mad. We're in the pandemic. People are bored. So that they were trying to cancel him for like not probably voting for Trump.
They got time to be mad. That's what it is.
Oh, that's all what it is.
Yeah.
So that's my theory of why Marvel might have been a little bit petty. Like, okay, you got some homophobic ties. You wanna be a Trump supporter? We'll make your character gay. That's my theory of why they did it.
Yeah, I like the fact that with comic books, I mean, everything is like super fictional. So no one has to be a race or a color or any of that, and I like in movies at times or in shows or whatever, where they do make those changes just because, it may be a person of a different color, ethnicity, sexual orientation that embodies that character on screen better than anybody else, But what I don't like is when they just try stuff and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I think that's what Ashley Collins just said in the chat too. She said, "Love is love, but let's stop reaching and pandering." And I think that's kind of what you meant by that too.
Yeah,
But
and
him doing it just to feel woke and make people happy is, I mean, I do believe in representation, but at the same time, like you said too, make it make sense.
yeah, and again, we were talking about like the Disney princesses, earlier. A lot of those things were made in the 60s and, 70s and all that. Well, comic books go back to what, the 40s? And the majority of them were created, like the majority of comic book characters were created between like 1960 and 1980.
Yeah.
There's some on the outsides. There's some new ones. There's some that are older, but all of the ones that we really, really like, 60 to 80, that 20-year span was the boom. So there may be ideas that couldn't be explored back then, and that's cool. But if it's dumb, then you got to retcon it and, like, oh, we were just kidding,
And that's the dope thing also about having the multiverse. If it doesn't work, move on to a different universe.
Let's go get another one from somewhere else.
Easy writing, but it's lazy writing, but it's actually also genius to just never be able to be trapped in any writer's block.
Yeah.
So what else do you have, Boo? Sorry about that.
So they said that Black Panther 2 is not going to recast Chadwick Boseman's role.
Do you guys want to talk about that real quick? I mean, I don't mean to keep stopping, but that's actually big news.
That is big news. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think they should have recasted him? Okay, so you think that they should not be doing this movie at all?
No, I don't think that. I don't think that they should like completely stop the movie. I think they just need to figure something out without recasting him.
Gotcha. So you don't like this movie, is what you're saying?
They said they're not going to recast.
Oh, they're not going to recast. Yeah. So, but it's going to
Which
be.
is what I
it's
said.
going to be a Black Panther movie without Black Panther. I think they're going to just touch on the world of Wakanda.
Yeah. Which I think is interesting. I would like to see more of Wakanda. I would like to see more about, his family members and the rest of, everybody that makes Wakanda work. I think it would be pretty cool. Their technology, like there's a lot of stuff they can do with it. So
for sure, I agree with that. What are your thoughts, Randy?
It doesn't have to be.
Well, I got two thoughts. One is like in the comic books, T'Challa stopped being Black Panther more than one time. So his sister did take over the mantle at some point. And two, I love Chadwick Boseman.
For sure.
I think he is an exceptional actor, performer, human being, you name it. But I do see where they could have recast him. But in order to make it a part of the legacy, pick the next best guy and give him that opportunity to carry the torch. You look back at like Superman and all those different characters, Batman. How many different people have played Batman?
Oh, too many.
And we all have our favorites, right?
Right, absolutely.
So, I mean, I think for us, if they decided to recast and pick the right person, I think it would have went over well.
Yeah. I feel like it's just different because, like, yeah, we have had a lot of different Batmans. We've had a lot of different Spider-Mans. But they're all within their own like universe. They're not in the same universe. They're not recasting anybody within the same set of movies that go together.
Yeah,
which I think is the difference and probably why people don't want it to be recast.
No, and I get it, and I applaud them for not recasting them for sure. But like I said, if they had, they could have made it work. But it would absolutely have to be the right person.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Disney and Marvel in general just they were put in a situation where it's either lose or win with this, and it is no right answer to this. I can understand the argument of wanting to recast. We just talked about the multiverse. You can literally just do whatever you want with that and get away with it. But at the same time, take yourself away from this universe and just talk about Chadwick Boseman in general. That I would feel would be just too soon and a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So I get that point as well. But I have a whole video where I talk about what they should have did. And my biggest thing I wanted to happen was just have him like as a character that comes through randomly, full costume, and maybe use the voiceover. Chad Boseman just never take his mask off. We don't need any more Black Panther movies in general, just solo about him. I would have just been cool, like him showing up like in an Avengers movie to help fight with the full costume on. But the whole having Sherry do the mantle thing and expanding Wakanda is an established part of this universe, so I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So
As it shouldn't. Yeah, no doubt.
it's a great spot. So having Sherry get the mantle is not the worst idea. Abbas believes that's going to be what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm not upset about any decision that they made because I get the frustration. What were you gonna say?
When you said that, like, having the multiverse and like how much like that opens up like what they can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to do something, I mean, okay, I guess this would be an interesting what if, not like a whole movie.
Okay.
So if they instead of because obviously he's not here to like play the role, so if like they're like, okay, we're in a completely separate universe going on here, and they bring back what's his face,
Killmonger
to be Black Panther, as if all of that stuff that happened in the movie never happened. That would be cool.
A lot of people
I would
like
to
down
see
for
it.
that. A lot of people love that, especially the ladies. They love him for Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
He's just a cool character.
He is a dope ass.
Yeah,
character.
he was. Yeah,
you're not wrong for having. I think that's a dope. I mean, we're about to have a Spider-Man multiverse movie where we're talking about established Spider-Man that we already know from different universes with their own universes in that. So that wouldn't have been a bad idea.
And again, after I thought about it, I was like, maybe not a movie, but like a what if episode would be interesting.
I'm here for that.
And they still could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what's all going to be on this what if.
They haven't said anything about it really.
In that trailer, it looked like they only were talking about 2 or 3 episodes, and I think they said there's like 10 episodes. So we'll see. Anita says very happy that they were actually protest against the recast. They alluded to highlighting the women warriors, and that would be dope too. I love the women warriors.
Yeah, man. That's a really big part of that movie and that culture too. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes total sense.
For sure. Abbott says, I reckon he'll be one of the Skrulls who what is this word? Sorry.
Infiltrate.
Infiltrated Earth, leading into the Secret Wars. Yeah, I mean, having the Skrulls in Wakanda would be dope. That would be a fucking struggle. I would love to see Wakanda versus like a Atlantis type movie though.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, right? And I think they're hinting on possibly doing that character. I forgot what is Marvel's Aquaman's name again?
Namor,
yes.
Yeah.
We want to see Namor in the future. No one has it. No one has had his impact, and that's why it would be unfair and not cool to think fast. To think too fast, too furious. I like that little pun you did at the end. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Let's move on. What are the ones we didn't mention?
You said there's 23 episodes as well. The what ifs.
Oh, there's 23. Okay,
that's
I said
a lot.
10.
Oh man, yeah.
So yeah, in that everybody.
Yeah.
The trailer looked like they were only touching on like 2 or 3 episodes, so we don't know what they're actually gonna be talking about.
So third Ant-Man.
This is the one.
Which is gonna be called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
And this is the one with King the Conqueror with
man. Jonathan Majors,
yeah, from Lovecraft. I think that's perfect casting right there for Kang.
It is, man. Yeah, he's a good actor for sure.
Yes, and I feel like this whole not series, but what are they?
Phase.
Yeah, this whole phase is gonna be all multiverse stuff. Of course, this is the movie that introduced the multiverse stuff. Would be the series. But we know the Spider-Man stuff's going to have multiverse. What it looks like the WandaVision stuff's going to have multiverse. The Loki stuff's going to have multiverse. I wouldn't be surprised if even the Thor movies, which we're going to have a female Thor in the movie. I wouldn't be surprised if most of these, if not all these movies in this phase, have some ties to multiverse.
It makes sense. Yeah. And that's how you can connect them too,
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will tie in both the upcoming WandaVision and Sony's and Marvel's Spider-Man movie.
For sure, and they just recently announced that Tobey Maguire is going to be in this Doctor Strange movie. So I'm he might be Spider-Man, and this is directed by Sam Raimi, which did the
that makes total sense, man. Yeah, he get to bring his baby back.
Of course. Everybody knows that's his baby. Ashley Collins, I do agree with you. Paul Rudd is as Ant-Man is clearly amazing. Uh, that when that casting first came out, I was like, really, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man? I could not see anybody else as Ant-Man right now. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with Abbas as well. King the Conqueror better be more of a one-time villain. So much material. I do agree. I hope that he might. I hope he's like one of the big baddies of this phase.
Yeah.
Because he is a Thanos threat type villain. He's better than this whole like one-shot movie thing.
Yeah, they got opportunities to use him, in a lot of different ways. So
yeah,
I think they'll capitalize.
for sure. We got anything else?
They also said that Doctor Strange will be in the Spider-Man sequel as
Absolutely.
well. And they are doing a new Fantastic Four movie.
This is the big one right here.
That's the one.
This is
Yep.
the first one from the Fox merger that they've announced. I'm a huge X-Men fan. I'm excited for that, but I can wait because you got to take your time to do X-Men correctly.
Yep.
Marvel knows what they're doing, but we've not really gotten a good Fantastic Four movie, and it's because they didn't really have the best producers, best writers, directors on those. And I think Marvel's a good home for it. What do you think?
Man, I totally agree, and it's good to finally see it done the way that the studio intends for it to be done, not Fox, not whatever director, not whatever, part in between. And I'd like to see how these core characters tie into the rest of the universe.
Right.
Yeah. Because you think, man, Tony Stark's gone, so you need somebody to fill that void,
Oh, for sure. And I think
Yeah.
Reed Richards is probably one of the smartest in the Marvel universe. And
Yep.
Tony Stark is gone. We gonna need a Brainiac.
Yep.
And I don't know why you coming at me like this, Ashley Collin. X-Men's that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Wolverine's my guy. I would love to see a Wolverine and Hulk movie, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah.
And Abbott says John Krasinski and Emily Blunt is what I think that's perfect casting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have chemistry in real life because they're married, so I think that would be they look like the characters.
If they can pull that off, man, it's a wrap.
Who do you think should be Ben Grimm or the Flaming Torch?
I wouldn't mind seeing Zac Efron as the Human Torch.
The Human Torch, that's right. Yeah, I think that's perfect. He's got the funny, sarcastic personality for it.
And Ben Grimm, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
You should do Ben Grimm, bro.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm already the right color. I'm kind of orange. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, the orange guy's getting out the White House, so we don't.
Oh man, I ain't that orange. I'm orangish. Yeah.
Orangish.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. As actor wise, I mean, The Rock wouldn't be that bad, but I mean, I feel
like it's so typical though
that
to
would
pick
be typical,
him. So.
Yeah, that'd be. I would like to see somebody who doesn't necessarily look the character, so that you believe it was a transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, you got the voice for it too. You got.
Hey,
it's clobbering time.
Hey, y'all listening? If y'all need a Ben Grimm, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's start a petition. Let's get Randy to be Ben Grimm right here.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Dark Phoenix came out last year. Yeah, I agree. I think Abbas was saying it's a little too early, and I definitely agree. So I'm excited for X-Men 2. So I'm glad we're on the same page with that, Ashley. But yeah,
you gotta give it some time to breathe, man. Yeah.
So was that all of it? All right. Now it's time for our favorite game. Sorry, let me put this down right quick. Now it's time for our favorite game, and it's called One's Gotta Go. This is
dun, dun, dun.
We get a lot of engagement in the chats, so we're gonna do the One's Gotta Go when it comes to the Marvel stuff. If we have time, we might do Disney, Star Wars, but we're gonna do Marvel. So out of all these announcements, let's pin up some together, which gotta go. And I'm gonna.
Why don't you just pull up the picture and go across?
Okay, I'll pull the picture back up. I'm sorry, boo. That's why I have you. You're so smart.
She's so smart.
She's the smartest. Well,
I think it was actually your idea to begin with. I'm just reminding you.
It was.
Aw, and humble.
And credit for my stupidity. I appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna do One's Gotta Go. So let's do it like this. Do we want to do the row horizontal or vertically when we're talking about each category? Because the horizontal's got 5 choices.
Vertical, it'll make it harder.
Okay, vertical. Vertical is this way, right?
No, down.
Down. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to school. Sorry, guys. All right, so I should, terrible father. Sorry. That's why I send my son to him. I mean, send my son to her. See, I'm brain dead right
him.
now. Too much beer.
Yeah, I'll teach him too. Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, so let's get this started right here. So the first row has.
Will you just pull up the big picture so we can see it?
The first row
Yeah,
has. Sorry, trying to make sure we can see it as well. My mouse. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, the first row has Ironheart, the Ant-Man and the Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, or Black Panther 3. One's got to go.
Ironheart.
Ironheart's got to go. Okay.
Yep.
What is your
I would
choice?
probably have to agree, but I don't know much about it, so that's probably why.
That's probably why. Okay.
I mean, I can't be like, I have to keep it if I don't know what it's about. So.
Okay, it's probably gonna be between Ironheart and the Guardians special for me.
Yeah.
I was going to say Black Panther 2, but I'm actually really intrigued of how they're going to handle it. I'm rooting for Ryan Coogler. He's a very good.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler's gonna pull it off, man. That's what he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very creative, and he's been put in a very creative situation. So I'm rooting for him. So,
and I think he'll really do it justice. Like,
yeah,
for sure. So I think we're all in agreement. It might be Ironheart. As much as I'd rather have saw the Guardians 3 movie, but the Guardians special could be funny and cute. So I think I might agree with you guys with the Ironheart just because it's probably the one I know the least about. So all right, next row we have the Armor Wars.
What is that?
That's the one with Don.
Brody.
Oh, okay.
So Armor Wars, we got the Fantastic Four, the I Am Groot special, the little cute thing for the kids, and then we got She-Hulk. One's gotta go.
I'm gonna. No, go ahead.
You go.
I am gonna go with I Am Groot.
I Am Groot's gotta go.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know. I might have to take I Am Groot out. I think we might all agree because those are just specials though. That's not like a movie or a television show series. It's just specials.
I feel like the chance of us watching it is slimmer.
Yeah.
Than the other ones. Yeah.
Let's just take I Am Groot out because I think that would have probably been my choice as well. So let's just do these three: Armor Wars, Fantastic Four, or She-Hulk. One's got to go.
Armor Wars.
Armor Wars got to go. Wow.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I really like his character. I really like Don Cheadle a lot. But
okay.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with She-Hulk, and I'm probably gonna regret this because I feel like they
really.
I feel like I heard a rumor that they wanted to make this like a courtroom type of show, like Law and Order or something like that.
Well, she is a lawyer. Yeah.
The lawyer. I heard that's the vibe of the show, which is very intriguing. It would be new for Marvel. Marvel's dope. They got every genre in it, but I'm gonna have to go with She-Hulk because it's probably the one I'm least invested in. I am happy they're bringing back what's his name Mark
Ruffalo.
But I would trade anything to see a solo Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo. But this is the best we're gonna get to it, I guess. But I feel like he's been wasted lately. I've not been really the last two movies. He really hasn't really impressed me. He's just been that guy in the background.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna go with She-Hulk. So, but I understand why you guys went with Armor Wars though, because Don Cheadle, as cool as he is kind of a side character. So next role, the Eternals, Loki. This is gonna be a hard one. The Eternals, Loki, Thor, Thor 4, Love and Thunder, or Moon Knight. This one I feel like I'm still thinking. I don't know.
Wait. So, what does the Eternals focus on?
The Eternals is a group of they're like these beings that like.
See, that's why it's got to go.
You interest me. Maybe I'll change my mind.
So the Eternals, I feel like they're sentient beings that's been along for a long ass time. They've been around since the beginning of time, and they're superhero beings. And that's
so
all
is it like Old Guard, but
they're
Old Guard with actual superpowers.
With actual superpowers, they're not on Earth either. They're like
out in
space and stuff like that. So they're.
Yeah.
Marvel's going to be tapping more into the expanded universe of it. So I think this is one step of why they're doing that.
It's a no for me, dog.
I'm not
still
gonna
gonna
pick
have to
that
go
one.
with that one.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
pick that one because I feel like I said the same stuff about Guardians, and I feel like this might be the next Guardians that kind of surprises me. I could be wrong, but I do agree with you guys. This is probably the one that's like the least like
For
known
me, it's
about.
either that one or Moon Knight, but Moon Knight interests me for the mental health aspect of it.
Yeah, and they're gonna dive deep into that too. They do it
So
in the
that's why
comic
I'm
book.
there for that.
The way you explained Moon Knight, though, it did pitch it. You did pitch it a little bit more for me to like. So
You listening, Marvel? I'm here for you
Yeah.
guys, man. Whatever you need.
for sure. No, you marketed that really well. But
Get him on your marketing
I
team.
might have to go at Moon Knight just because the fact that the Eternals is going into space, and I'm a big space guy. I like that the sci-fi edge of that, and I don't know much about him, as much as I don't know much about She-Hulk, and that was my excuse for that. This is one I don't know, but I actually am intrigued. Like, what is this all about? I don't get it. And I heard that there might be a Thanos appearance, a young Thanos appearance, which that would be dope as well. But I am still. This whole role was not easy because I am intrigued with Moon Knight as well. After Randy pitched what it actually was, so for 2 for the Eternals and 1 for Moon Knight, huh? That's what we're going with. Randy, you with us?
Yeah, man, I'm with it. Yeah,
I thought you were frozen for a second.
Eternals got to go, man. Yeah.
Go.
Look, I said what I had to say. I was just waiting on y'all.
All right, this next row, which is one that we've already seen, like most of these trailers.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know which one I'm going to go with. The Falcon and Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Black Widow, or Captain Marvel 2. One's got to go.
I feel like I already know what everyone's gonna pick.
So,
Well, Captain, it was good knowing you,
Yep.
but you got to go. No one likes you. No one likes you.
That we did with the other one again.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to pick this one. So
Okay.
should we pick between the other 3?
yeah, let's take Captain Marvel out because that was actually my pick.
Everyone
as well.
was going to pick it because
Yeah.
Nora liked the first one.
I'll say something.
Yeah.
I'll say something positive about Captain Marvel too, though. It's not the same director. You know, so that gives me a little bit of hope that it might be better.
Do you feel like it was the direction or you feel like it was the writing?
I feel like it was more the writing actually. So
So
I
is
don't
it
know.
the same writer?
I don't know if it's more, but
If
the
it
writing.
is,
Captain Marvel was
Yeah.
at a very awkward time, like
Yes.
right after one of the best superhero movies ever. We're gonna go back in time to the '90s to talk about some superhero chick that's not been here
that
the
no
whole
one
time.
cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like if they would have introduced her a while ago, she probably would have been a little bit more loved. But
I feel bad too because Brie Larson is an amazing
She's awesome.
actress.
she's awesome. But yeah, I think she kind of got the short end of the stick of the introduction of that.
I do think that, when it comes out, the movie will be good. They learn from their mistakes, but, a lot of people have already lost interest in the character. So,
Yeah. She hopefully will be like a Captain America situation where I wasn't a big fan of Captain America's first Avenger or even in the first Avengers movie, but I think the Russos, when they got a hold of him,
man,
turned into a beast.
Yeah, real quick, like.
Real quick, like. All right, so let's take Captain Marvel out of this. So these 3 got to go: Falcon and Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, or Black Widow. One's got to go.
I'm gonna go with Black Widow.
You're gonna go with Black Widow. Oh,
yeah.
Respect to the dead. How dare
you?
Scarlett Johansson. I love me some Scarlett.
Yeah, that you don't even care that she's dead. You just like her.
Right.
I mean, I did care, but not.
I mean,
emotionally didn't get me like Tony did. I get that.
I feel like they played with that scene too much. It kind of made me mad.
Yeah, they did. It was like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Just kill each other already. God damn.
Yeah.
Both y'all.
Right. Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That would be hilarious. What's your pick?
I don't know. I could probably live my life without all of them, but I'm gonna go Doctor Strange because I've never watched the first one and I'm not invested.
Okay. I'm not gonna go Doctor Strange, but I wasn't a big fan, as a lot of people are, of Doctor Strange.
Although I think it would be interesting to see. I don't know.
I'm excited for Sam Raimi coming back, and I'm excited that they got Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch going to be in this one as well.
Yeah, I think that'll give him some more depth in this movie too.
Exactly. So that's why I'm not going to go with that one. I'm probably actually going to go with Black Widow also, but it wasn't easy because I am intrigued from Black Widow the Taskmaster. So.
Yeah, I want to see the story, but I wanted to see it like earlier this year.
Yeah.
So
this one we already know the outcome. She's gonna die. So I guess that's kind of what.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Get that out the way.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just cool to see a spy movie because it's different from what we
Yeah.
get all the rest
Sure.
of the time.
You're right. Marvel does
Yeah.
good spy
So-
movies with.
And
of
I'm not
course-
even like I have to see Black Widow movie. Like it is what it is. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
can
I get
like
you.
I said, I could live without all of these, but
Marvel did a
it's
good
different.
job. Marvel does a good job of spy movies. We seen with the Falcon. Falcon and Winter Soldier looks good, and the previous Captain America movies. So it might be good, you know.
Yep.
So all right, moving on. We got Chang Li. Or is it Chang-Chi or Chang?
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi, I'm sorry. This is one I don't know much about, but I am very intrigued. The What If series, Blade, which we got a new actor for, which we all love, Wesley Snipes, but Mahershala Ali, he's grade A.
love him.
And Secret Wars, one's got to
Wait.
go.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion, I'm sorry. Secret Wars is a different story. Secret Invasion, one's got to go.
That one was about what?
That one's
don't
about,
remember all
it's like a
this.
scroll situation where
That one.
that's the one with the
That's the one that can go.
That's the one that can go.
Yep.
Okay, with the scrolls and with the Fury.
Yeah, I think I'm agree with you.
I agree with it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with y'all gonna hate me. I'm gonna go with Blade.
What?
I'm gonna go with Blade. Not saying I'm not.
You love Blade.
I love Blade and I love
Blade?
Ali.
Really?
This is
Blade?
why.
Why?
Okay, so
you want
before-
you want scrolls over Blade?
let me explain.
You are an insane person.
That's funny.
As much as I love Blade. I love Blade a lot, especially the original series. I even love all three of them. A lot of people don't like the third one. I even like the third one. With that being said, though, I don't think I'm ready to see a reboot yet. And I love Mahershala
That was
Ali.
like 30 years ago, man.
Holding on to the past.
I am.
You was still a baby, man. You still wet in bed when Blade came out.
To me, there's a lot
like
of,
a year old.
and I'm not saying this is great. This is great casting. Not saying it's great, but it's kind of like recasting when they did recasting Superman. It's like, you know, it was going to happen eventually. It needed to happen, but some people weren't ready to see it. You know, maybe
Yeah.
I'm an old soul saying that. I'm excited to see these what ifs. Chang Li is the one I'm most excited for because I love Chang-Chi because I love me some kung fu stuff. And I'm ready to see. I don't know anything about this character, but the fact that they're diving deep into kung fu, I love that.
I just like the fact that they've got an Asian person in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's literally
and-
okay, I can't get rid of that.
And this movie will probably be like the Asian version of Black Panther.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're bringing more Asian characters in.
Yeah. Any diversity is good, man.
Yes.
You know.
For sure. But I'm going to. I'm excited for Secret Invasion. Anything with Sam Jackson in, regardless if it's good or bad, I'm always going to be open-minded to see where it goes. And I like the scrolls. Screw me, you know, sue me. I love the scrolls.
Screw me and sue me.
Screw me and
Wow.
sue me. I love the scrolls. Ben Middleton is a perfect scroll.
So it's a lovely Wednesday night. Got screwed and sued.
Yeah, there goes our monetization.
Yeah, you down the tubes now, man. You out.
I didn't say it, you said it.
So I guess we're all in a disagreement here. I went with Blade. Sorry, Blade. I know people probably disagree with that. Before we go to the last one.
Yeah, someone thinks you tripping. Alex.
I went through a
Yeah.
lot.
You tripping, Alex.
Let's keep it. Let's go back a little bit. So before we go to the last one, I want to see a lot of these comments. Sorry, I was blocked a little bit. Dang, we have a lot. All right.
Just pick a few.
All right, I'm gonna pick at random. She-Hulk has to go. I agree. Mark Ruffalo owned his film. He was too great of an actor. Absolutely. She said the Eternals. Moon Knight has to go. Alrighty. Let's see. We hear no Eternals can go. All right. Eternals. All right. Captain Marvel 2 would go, but it's meant to carry on the Secret Invasion storyline, so Falcon and Winter Soldier can go. Oh wow. I
Wow.
didn't think anyone would have picked that one. Captain Marvel 2. Captain Marvel 2. She's so dry. Yeah, but I think we all kind of agree with kind of the writing.
Yeah, it was the writing for sure.
If you check out any Brie Larson's movies, she's great.
phenomenal.
She's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the movie we saw recently?
Short term 12.
Short Term 12. If you want to see her
She's
with
so great.
range, check that movie out. Let's see. She's so dry. I was really looking forward to her. She said Captain. I believe she's talking about Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
The writing and the directing was both trash. She says Black Widow on that one, and both of you guys said that one, right? Or that was That was you. That was
I did. Yeah, I said Black Widow.
Doctor Strange can go, and that was what you said,
That's
right?
what I said, yeah.
Okay, you got one.
I don't disagree with any of them, like I said. So.
That was that was a hard one in my opinion. You live with both. Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen is very one dimensional as well. I think. I get what she's saying.
I don't
think
feel like they've given her enough to work
Yes,
with.
I
To show
Yeah.
that it has more than one dimension.
I would
I,
agree with that.
I think WandaVision is gonna show us who she is.
I definitely. I was just about to say I
Yeah.
agree with that. I would have agreed with that after like when we saw Age of Ultron. I agreed with that, and I agree with that a little bit even in the Civil War. But that scene in Infinity War when she had to make that choice to kill Vision. I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
That was
she's in good hands.
Yeah.
That was tough. Yeah.
And the way she came back to it in Endgame, like that revenge look, I believed her straight up. So I have faith in her. I think she'll be all right. The what ifs can go next. I understood that one too. Like that one's kind of like the I Am Groot thing where it just
and it's
really
not canon,
much.
so
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I get that as well. You're throwing a party out, you guys. So you're throwing a party at your guys' house for all the fans at your house for the next Marvel marathon. How much our ticks? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We might have a live stream for one of these episodes, like the first Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'd love to do that one live. That'd be.
Let me know, man. I'll do it with you.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Can go. Blade, what? I knew people would not like that. What? You're tripping, Ian.
Man.
I'm canceled.
You're gonna need security, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be Blade impersonators outside your house.
Hey, y'all better stop playing with Wesley. He's a convict, man. You know. the room was good too. So she knows she's got range. She knows she's got range. The room. I'm not seeing it, but I've heard good things about it. Outside of the Marvel universe, Elizabeth Olsen is not that great of an actress. I might disagree with that. Remember that movie she did with Jeremy Renner 2 years ago? That was about the Native American.
Oh, that movie was good.
Yeah.
The one on the reservation.
The one on the reservation.
Oh,
I forgot
that was an intense movie.
I forgot what it's called. If you guys remember, but she wasn't that bad. She wasn't the main character. She was like a side cop in the movie, but she didn't do that bad in the movie. I will say this: I understand the gripe about her. She is probably the best Olsen actor though. She's better than her sister.
By far, yeah, by far.
For sure. All right, you ready? What was the name of that movie? Because
I'm looking.
Wind River. Wind
Yes.
River. It's a very good movie. It's a very uncomfortable movie, but check it out. Jeremy Renner was the star of that one.
I feel like Martha Marcy May Marlene was also not.
Never saw that one.
It was. I feel like she did all right in that too.
Okay. All right. Well,
But
people got their
that's our
opinions.
opinion.
I understood why she said that though. Sometime when it came to her introduction, she was kind of bland. So all right, but we're gonna go with our last list. We got WandaVision, Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, and Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man is a shared property with Sony. But I think we can all agree that Spider-Man ain't going nowhere. What do you guys think? Spider-Man's there to stay. So
it's between the other three.
So it's between WandaVision, Hawkeye, and Miss Marvel. What are your picks?
I'm gonna go with Miss Marvel.
You're gonna go with Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
What's your pick, Toddy?
Who's playing that person, or do we know?
That's an unknown. I think it was
she's new. Yeah.
Yeah. But interesting fact though, it's like the first Middle Eastern superhero, which is dope for progression, especially in comics. But will that hold up for me wanting to care? That's another thing.
I'm all about diversity.
Okay.
And we need some more women movies up in here that are decent.
Facts.
Because what we've gotten hasn't been the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Hawkeye.
You're gonna go Hawkeye. After all that praise you gave to what's her name from the who's gonna be playing his daughter again?
Well, it's not his daughter; it's his protege.
Oh, his protege.
Yeah, she's gonna be a star of the show.
Haley Steinfeld, I love her, but it's not about her.
Oh,
it is.
It is about her, actually.
It is. Yeah, they're both gonna be Hawkeye.
Yeah, it's all about Hawkeye training her. So it's basically like a kind of like a buddy cop movie from the vibe I'm kind of getting. So
I can still live without it. Hawkeye's not the most interesting to me.
I would have agreed with that until Age of Ultron. Then he kind of got a little bit more depth.
He's still not that interesting.
I'm actually gonna agree with Miss Marvel. As much as I do like diversity, I do want to see more women empowerment movies. I have the whole Marvel Captain Marvel thing. Just my love for it has gone down as we previously talked about. I do have faith in it though. I do want it to see it succeed. Because why would I want to buy a ticket and want a movie to fail? Like who does that?
Yeah.
But
Right.
right now the name Marvel attached to it has got my level down a little bit. So
I mean,
I'd
yeah,
love
no,
to
I
be
get
proven
that.
wrong though.
But and for me, I'm gonna say it again. I could live without both of them.
Yeah, I get.
So
So you're not really hype about Hawkeye or Miss Marvel, huh?
no.
So do you like
No,
you like what
no.
you've seen from the WandaVision trailer though, right?
Yeah, I do. I am interested in WandaVision.
Dope. And we don't know much about the Spider-Man stuff. Randy, what do you think about all these Spider-Man coming back and all these Spider-Man villains coming back?
I think it's good to be able to, give some people who are, just now latching on, an idea of what came before. And, a lot of people have their eras, Tobey Maguire's my Spider-Man and Tom Holland's the new people's Spider-Man, so it'd be good to see the dynamic between the two.
For sure. And I as much as some of those movies I didn't like. I didn't like the
Yeah.
third Spider-Man. I didn't like the second Amazing Spider-Man. But
Right.
I do want these guys to have a wrap up. I think that they unfairly like, all right, these movies sucks. We're gonna reboot it. Twice.
Right. Reboot. Yeah.
That'd be dope for them to finally get a wrap up to their character arc and just see where they are. Because we love that into the Spider-Man movie that they did. So I think.
Oh man, that's dope. I think they're doing another one of those too.
For sure.
Yeah.
That is the best Spider-Man movie
Great
in my
movie.
opinion.
By far, yeah.
By far. Miles Morales. I might get my son that game for Christmas. We'll see. But Abbott says they will mess it up and get rid. He might be talking about Miss
Marvel.
Yeah,
I mean, so
I think so too.
I understand it, but my hopes are that we really haven't gotten like women-centered movies.
Right.
We still haven't seen Black Widow yet to know if it was successful or not.
Right.
So we don't have much to go off of on whether it's going to be successful or not, except for like Captain Marvel.
Hesitation is
so
it's
I feel like I'm
know.
hoping that they're gonna be like, okay, we really messed that one up. Now we know what we need to do, and that they're gonna be able to do better.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually, give them the, what they deserve.
Absolutely. And props to Warner Brothers for putting out Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That Marvel had all these female characters, but like DC put a woman out there first. It's pretty dope, and
it was really good. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like the third act of Wonder Woman, but I think for overall it was a good movie, and this new one looks amazing, which comes out Christmas, and I will be watching that as soon as I wake up, or even midnight of Christmas.
On HBO Max.
On HBO Max.
Yes, sir.
Money,
Love HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Nate again. And he put some socks in there. I can't find my socks. They got a mind of their own. I think that's socks. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, those are socks.
Those are socks.
Yeah.
Sometimes me and my son be mismatching, man, because they be running away like the dish running away with the spoon. They be eloping. I don't know. So Abbott says because they changed the things which offend the religion as a whole. I don't know if he's talking about the Miss Marvel thing because she's a Muslim, I believe. So
I believe she's like Pakistani. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I mean, but that's dope. I mean, they need representation too. Like some Americans have their mind made up about what these people are. And
Exactly.
We need to get that narrative.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whatever the vision, whatever that vision one is, no clue what that is.
Oh, WandaVision.
Oh, I feel like that's the one I actually knew about.
Yeah.
Out of most of this.
And they're saying that one might open the gates to these multiverses and these
Mm-hmm.
new movies because she literally like reshaped time. But also that might be the key to bringing in the X-Men. So stay tuned on that.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned on that. Like Marvel Shazam? No, that's a different Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Shazam though. Did you like Shazam?
Shazam was dope, man. Yeah. Shazam was dope. It was fun. It was a fun movie to watch.
For sure. I'm looking forward to that next one. Said nope. Abbas, Miss Marvel is Muslim. Is a Muslim fangirl from New Jersey. And I think that's where she gets her stretchy powers. So she like got the powers of Captain Marvel, but like Ben Grimm, where she could stretch her arms.
No, she's an Inhuman, right? and they'll probably go through her transformation, and she can grow and stretch her body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Black superhero. Yeah, we got one of them. Which was the one that we all got rid of in the beginning?
Oh,
Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
Ironheart, black female superhero. So yeah, we got one, but that's one that we're not that excited for. But
Yeah.
no.
There's going to be one in WandaVision too.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, who's going to be in Captain Marvel too as well.
And they're thinking that's where she's going to get her powers is from some Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch get their powers from the Infinity Stones. So they could possibly transfer them as well. I think she looks dope in that trailer. I think she.
I agree. Yeah.
Sad HBO Max isn't out in the UK, and the theaters is still closed. I don't know if the VPN works like that, so I would suggest get a VPN, man. You know.
And then you can watch them anywhere. Yeah.
Watch them anywhere. You know, you might be in UK, but your computer might say you here in Tampa with us, bro. I don't know if that would work with HBO Max, but that's just a suggestion if you want to try to do that. Siri is a black female superhero. Absolutely.
That's true. Yeah.
Fucking awesome too, for sure. All right, before we go, we got one more segment for today, and that is something that happened today, actually, or we got the news today. Was Tom Cruise filming? What is this?
Mission Impossible 7, I think.
50,
like number 64. Yeah.
So he's in the middle in this pandemic. It's been really rough to do these filming and anything to do with film. It's just been a hard process. Hollywood's losing a lot of money. All these studios are losing a lot of money. So when they get the chance to actually do this, they have their protocols, because if one person gets COVID on the set, it's a wrap. And that's gonna cost a lot of people money. But did you happen to see the snippet of Tom Cruise going off on some people on the set not wearing masks?
I didn't see it, but I read about it. And I can only imagine what it looked like.
Yeah, he's like Kevin Hart size, just yelling at everybody.
Right.
On shit.
Yeah. Hey man, he's got a point though. You know.
Yeah.
He's got a absolute point.
Funny.
Yeah, and the media kind of tried to spin it to make him look like a Karen, like an angry person. But you got to look at it from his point of view. Like I heard that the set already shut down like maybe once or twice. They've already held to deal with that. So the studios spending a lot of money. These people that actually are getting jobs, because people are losing their jobs, especially in Hollywood, that actually have had this privilege to be on the set to work on it, and risking the chance of somebody not only getting sick but shutting the whole thing down for people to be jobless for another 2 weeks or whatever. This happened with the Batman thing too.
Yeah.
Very selfish.
Yeah.
It is.
So for him to explode like that, very understandable.
At the end of the day, like, you don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like,
no,
get together. Like, I'm not here to get sick. I'm here to do my job and get paid.
We gotta stop being punks and just realize, like, not all criticism is personal. Like, especially,
and it's not all about you.
It's not all about you. Like,
consider other people.
If you're the sound guy, which your job is very important, we still got other people that are doing makeup that they might need, or some people that are doing some of the camera shots. Like, if they lose any of them, it's a wrap for the whole thing. And would you rather somebody yell at you and say, "Hey man, you do that again, you're fucking gone," or would you rather someone nicely walk up to you and be like, "Hey man, you're fired"?
Hey.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know, you look at Tom Cruise. Like, how often do you hear about Tom Cruise losing his shit?
Not really much. I mean, we do hear he doesn't get. Thank you for coming through, Abbas. Appreciate you coming through as always, big homie. But yeah, everything we hear about Tom Cruise, sometimes it's not fair. We hear about the weirdness of his religion.
Right.
Scientology is very
right.
Weird. With that being said, it's his personal religion. I think there's a lot of weird religions, but like, I'm not going to judge people on what they choose to worship or follow, because that's the freedom. That's what America is: freedom of religion.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you choose to follow and not follow, don't judge them by that. You know, it's not my thing, but you know, if that's what he wants to base his life on, whatever. I don't judge him for that. But other than that, the only things we really hear about him is just like him doing his own stunts and just being a private dude. Honestly, he's an action-packed guy.
I doubt like the first person that he saw, he just went off. He probably been sitting there watching like a million people doing all the stuff they're not supposed to do, and probably even said, "Hey, what are you doing? Please get it together." Yeah. And then was like, "All right, I'm done with this."
he doesn't seem like a guy that just randomly blows up on people. It might have took a couple times.
Another thing to think about too, man. Like if you look, like a Karen. If you look at Mission Impossible from the outside, Tom Cruise is the star, right? So he may sound like a diva, right? But if you look at those production credits, he also directs and produces those movies too.
That's his baby.
Yeah. So him going on a rant about, people's livelihoods and all that is absolutely true because that's what they're providing,
For sure. It's like dropping your child off at a babysitter or like, being at a party and then you see people messing with your kid, like, not giving them the right attention or just not giving them attention at all or doing disrespectful things around them. You're like, yo, what are you doing around my kid? Like, I'm doing this for you guys. This is
right.
I'm giving you guys jobs here. I'm
right.
helping you out. Like a lot of people are not hiring at this time. They don't even want to chance it. We're trying to prove to you. It's a lot of the things he said in the rant. We're trying to prove that this can work if we do the right protocols. But you're slapping me and spitting in my eye. You guys can.
All you gotta do is wear a mask. Easy.
It's literally all you.
That is the minimum.
Yeah. Even if you don't like them, you got a job. You're getting paid, bro. Yeah.
We all hate wearing a mask, man. But at the end of the day, like I want to go back to normal. I will do what it takes to go back to normal.
Right.
Nate says, I think it's such a big role in the way that the movie changed the world. I don't know if I think he's talking about Mission Impossible, which Mission Impossible is iconically in pop culture forever. Like
no doubt. Yeah.
Just that character in general. He's absolutely right.
Yeah, he killed it, man. Yeah.
Keep it going though, like for this long. I've not been keeping up with it, but I heard that they're getting better and better. And he's an old freaking man still jumping off buildings by himself.
Yeah,
no
he's
stunt
like
man.
in his 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You look at that Mission Impossible check though, and realize, how many roles he plays and how many different checks he gets from that movie. You jump off a building too.
Oh, sure. There's always a number that'd be like, oh shoot, let me get my shoes.
I don't worry about it. I'll just land on all my money. It's cool.
Bruce McDuck, my guy.
Yeah.
Alex from Momentum Media says Tom Cruise is very justified in what he said, but I want to ask you guys, how do you feel about him yelling at the crew like yelling was necessary? Honestly, I don't know how many times he asked. I think we kind of rushed on that, but like if he asked multiple times and they've been shut down before, shoot, scream your head off, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
literally a deadly virus that has killed thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I think it's fair to yell about it if nobody will listen to you if you're not yelling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And and like I said, he seems like a nice person. It probably took a while to get to that. And I also said too, like let's not always take yelling as disrespect. Like, some people need to hear that.
Sometimes you got to get their attention, man.
Yeah, otherwise they ain't gonna listen.
Yeah. You want somebody that's gonna be, stern but real with you. I'd rather that than somebody being nice and fake.
Yeah,
for sure.
Big facts.
And at the end of the day, like you said, I would rather him yell at me than come up and just say, "Alright, you can all just leave."
Hey, you gotta go. I'm not gonna tell you why, but you gotta go.
Like,
yeah. Bro, I've been fired from a job from some of the nicest people, and I've like, I just thought about something that happened in middle school. Not middle school, high school. This is off subject. So I got in trouble. I don't know why, but I went to the office, and the administrator said, "Ian, I see you. You're doing good and making great grades. You're making terrible decisions, but you're also a really good person. I see good things in you. That's why I'm only going to give you a week in school suspension." And I went, "What the fuck? A week? No, you said I was a good guy. Give me another chance."
Just 1 week.
Only a week.
But I would rather him go off on me and be like, "Man, what the hell is wrong with you? You're smarter than this. You're acting stupid. You're gonna fall if you keep thinking this way. I'm gonna go out there and try again." I would rather that, honestly.
Yeah.
But no, that was a true ass story. I remember when he said that, I busted out like, "What? A week?"
Just 1 week. That's funny.
But do you guys have any other things to add about this subject? Tom Cruise, let's not label him a Karen for this. I think.
Nah, man, he's no Karen.
He cares. He cares about his staff.
The story, I feel like, shouldn't even be about him. It should be about all the people that aren't following protocol.
Yeah.
That all the
Yeah.
people that are out here not caring about other people is what the story should really be about.
Absolutely.
That's what we should actually be talking about.
We need Tom Cruise to start going up to people and screaming at them.
In the grocery store. Yeah. Yeah.
If you in
Yeah.
Walmart and if I see you not wearing a mask, I'm going to call Tom Cruise.
And he's going to rappel down from the ceiling.
He's going to jump out of the window and action
Yeah.
star, like,
Yeah. Put this on.
I'll roundhouse kick you right now.
Yeah.
But dude, I really appreciate you joining us on this live.
Of course, man. Of course. Anytime, bro. I'm here for it.
Hey, man, do you want to, first of all, before plugging your social media, please tell these people what you got planned for 2021, because I know you got some stuff in the clip.
2021 is going to be a different year for me. You know, I've been running 2 races for a while, and I'm not going to elaborate, but I'll be running just one soon. So a lot more content, a lot more activity from me on all my social media platforms. For those of you who don't know, I'm a fitness guy, and I'm going to dabble into a little bit of cooking, teaching people how to cook healthy and bad stuff, because anything you make at home that's bad is better than what you can go get at the store. Sure. And, you know, just kind of letting the world know who I am, finally, that I have the freedom to do so. If you want to get in contact with me on Instagram, it's Randy_Aikens_fitness. Facebook, Randy Aikens Fitness. And I just created a TikTok today.
Oh.
And the name is Fat Tiger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the thing about a fat tiger, man, is like, a lot of people look at a fat tiger and laugh at it, but then when you get up close, you're like, oh shit, that's still a tiger, and you don't want to mess with it. Yeah. Absolutely. Story of my life.
Actually, we've Googled this. We don't live that far from Carol Baskins. So.
Oh man, that bitch Carol Baskins.
Literally like maybe 25 minutes.
We're literally
away
like
from...
25 minutes.
Oh man, y'all better be careful, man.
Oh, you better be careful, Mr. Fat Tiger.
Hey, I'm just worried about being tiger food.
Oh, you ain't gonna be the food. You're gonna be eating what she
I
killed.
I know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Check out Randy, man. You know, he's got a lot of things coming. Of course, I'm excited for this food stuff. One of my goals of 2021 is I want to eat a little bit better. And me and my son are going to be doing some cooking things as well on YouTube. So I love to collaborate on that as well, man.
Yeah, man, we can do that. Yeah,
man. If you guys are looking for some great fitness and motivational stuff, he does that as well. Please check out all the stuff that he said, which I will be putting in the bios as well. If you don't have a paper and pencil on you as well. But thank you again, Randy. This is a good friend of mine from my hometown, and yeah, we'll be in touch, big homie.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys.
Did you want him to plug?
He just did plug.
Oh,
I'm plugged up, honey.
She's plugged.
We're good.
Again, we've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
And thank you again for joining me. Toddy's done for the semester of her nursing school. So.
Oh man, congrats.
I'm just tired.
She's tired.
I'm tired.
She's got the rest of the year to just hang out and just reflect. So I'm proud of you, baby. You've done really good. She's gotten good grades this semester. Very proud of you, boo.
Good work, kiddo.
Thank you.
And thank you for everybody that came through the chat. Thank you, Big Nate. Thank you. First time seeing Anita in here, so I appreciate you coming through, Anita. I hope to see you in more of these chats. Thank you, Abbas. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody. Much love, peace, and chicken grease. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. And yeah, like and share this and give me some more feedback of what we can do, and let me know some of your opinions on some of these subjects. All right. Peace.